Thank you for joining us on a Thursday night rockin' pour. I'm sure you just watched Louise McKay art. Angela Bliss art will follow me. And Amber's taking a break tonight, and we have a guest, Fiona's Creative Canvas. Let's get started. Hi there, thank you for joining me at Lori Houston Art on this Thursday night rockin' pour. We're going to start with our colors with Amsterdam Gray Blue. Then we're going with Pourage Posse Morning Pansy Shimmer. After Morning Pansy Shimmer, we've got Pourage Posse Mauve Shimmering Eggplant. Beautiful color. After the eggplant, we are then going to add Amsterdam Quinacridone Rose and then Amsterdam Permanent Red Purple. Thank you to everyone who continues to watch and visit with us on Thursday nights. We're so grateful to have you here, and we're humbled with your comments and your support. Thank you, thank you. And I am an affiliate of Hippie Crafter Paints. This is Rose. It's a beautiful color. I love their paints, and I'm kind of incorporating them into different things that I've been creating in the last month. I have a link down below where you can purchase their paints on their website with a one-time code, as well as all the Amazon links. Be sure to check them out. They've got some awesome supplies and paints on their website. So as I put this down, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. So I had to piece a lot of this video together since I was playing. I decided to just spread this around a little bit, get it off the edges. These paints, some of them had been sitting in the bottle for a while, so it's important that I get as much paint off the canvas prior to swiping that I can. So I'm just going to go in with some of that shimmering eggplant from Pourage Posse, fill in some of those holes, and then I decide, you know what, I'm going to do green on the bottom, I think, and try to create some elongated grass. Now, I had the brilliant idea to do that with a Catalyst Wedge, but you'll see here in a minute. So I said, let's separate the colors with a little bit of white. Maybe I can get an outline, and that's just soft body paint by Artist Loft that I keep mixed for Dutch pours, or, you know, it's a basic covering white. And now I'm going to add the green, and this is Folk Art Color Shift. Beautiful, beautiful green. And then I'm just using, I think it's an emerald green by Amsterdam. Might be phthalo green, I believe it is, just to give it a little bit of contrast. Okay, let's get ready. Let's spread this out and think, what are we going to do? I'm going to get a piece of my plastic. These are just cutting boards from the dollar store. I reuse them. This one is very used. Again, I was not planning on even using this video, but I really do like the finished piece and wanted to share. And then I decided to do it again. And remember, this was just regular old covering white with Floetrol and water in it. And the angle that I'm at, I'm very frustrated at the moment. I should have not been lazy, went downstairs, got, I have a recording arm that I love. I can carry it from room to room, so it's not hooked to the table. And I can set it on a ladder. I can set it on a little, you know, the tables that divide your chairs out at the pool, the table in between. It's perfect. It's small. I can set it even higher so that I can do larger canvas at a better angle, and I did not go down and get it. So I'm using the arm that is on my table. I think it's because I really was not, I had no plan. Excuse me, I just wanted to paint. So now I realize when I'm looking at this that it's very thin. I see a goober in there. I do get it out. And I decide to take the Catalyst Wedge, and with this thin paint, it just goes right to the canvas. So number one, I pressed way too hard. Number two, the paints were not at the right consistency. And number 3, I probably did not even mix them with the correct pouring medium, which is just water and Floetrol. And I said, you know what? I like it. I like the look. All I want to do is get that green to go all the way to the top as far as I can to create some sort of large vine or grass. So instead of scraping it, which normally I would, I continue to push hard and create kind of a groove so that when I tip this paint, it kind of blends together. And it actually works. So that's why I said Catalyst Wedge save ? Because I do think even though I did not use it properly or with the proper consistency, it ended up turning out okay. So we're going to move this around and get it to the right look before I put the flowers down. I will see you there. Okay, let's start putting the flowers down. I like the way this grass is. It gives me a lot of room for a bunch of flowers. So this is just Floetrol and water. When it sets in these little bottles, is a little bit thicker than the other paints. And I also like the fact that we can do whatever we want, go down the vine, make a whole bunch of flowers, leave it at the top, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just playing and kind of looking at it and taking a step back, seeing if it looks, I don't know, I really wanted this one to be somewhat symmetrical, but have flowers maybe poking out of the grass as well. So that's what we're going to do. I've got puffy, and in this application, not wanting to have these paints kind of crack or have them have a raised look to them. I really wanted this to be pretty close to the canvas. I put a little bit more white than I normally would because I want small flowers. So these are just going to be tiny little buds, and I'm going to go through and we're going to do this all the way down the vine. When you are blowing the flowers, I am blowing more in a downward, down and out pattern than I am like an airplane landing, as Garrick taught me. This is more of a down and out so that I get into that purple paint and kind of create a variation with the flowers. So let's see how many flowers I add, and we will talk about this at the end. I will see you there. Okay, I'm just fiddling with the grass, adding some more flowers. So I'm just going through and bringing the grass closer to the top of the canvas, giving it a little depth. And as I'm looking at it, I think that I could add just a few more flowers, make it look like it's popping out of the grass at the bottom. And because there's not a lot of purple paint left under the green paint, I decide to add a dot of white with a little bit of purple just to give it the contrast. And I'm really liking how the flowers are looking here down at the end. So thank you again for joining us every Thursday night. We are so thankful to have all of you with us, for the likes, the shares, the comments. If you haven't checked out all the videos in this Rock and Pour, please go back and check them out. And we want to say thank you to Fiona with Fiona's Creative Canvas for joining us on this Thursday night Rock and Pour. After the finished results, let's head over to Angela Bliss channel. See you there.